Part 2 or 3? Chapter 24. Okay, I forgot my phone, so I'm checking for the part 2 and I don't see it. I see count chapter 24 today or 21? I think.
Hare Krishna.
You're live. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I cannot come. I'm actually have to connect with my phone, so I don't think I will be able to share.
That's okay.
is good. Problems there.
Oh, right. Right.
Are you there?
Yes,
Okay. Did you?
I was speaking. I'm sorry. I was muted. So, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So, did you want me to? Oh, you were reading?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was. That's okay. That's okay. I was unmuted. So
Okay.
I will
All right.
start with the verses and then I will continue. Just I'm having
Okay.
issues with
Sounds
my
good.
computer.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Only one verse today, I think five.
Yes, only five. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Shrimvantam Svagata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Hridyantastu Bhadrani, Vidunoti Shuhirsatam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, the super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtues when properly heard and chanted. Nastaprayesha bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati utamashlokem bhaktir bhavati naishtikim. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Okay, so we are reading today Srimad Bhagavatam, 10 Canto. Lord Krishna leaves Govardhan Hill. Then come to chapter 25, and today we are covering text 5. Vachalam balisham sat stadvam ajnam pandita maninam Krishna martyam upastrityam gopa me chakra apriyam. Synonyms. Vachalam, over talkative. Balisham, child. Stadvam, arrogant. Ajnam, foolish. Pandita Maninam, thinking himself wise. Krishnam, Krishna. Martyam, a humble being. Upasritya, taking shelter of. Gupa, the cowards. Me, against me. Chakru, have acted. Apriyam, unfavorable. Translation. These cowherd men have acted inimically toward me by taking shelter of this ordinary human being, Krishna, who thinks himself very wise, but who is simply a foolish, arrogant, over-talkative child. Purport. According to Srila Sridhara Swami, through the insults of Indra, Goddess Saraswati is actually praising Krishna. The Acharya explains, Vachalam means one who can speak according to the Vedic authority. Balisham means free from pretension, just like a child. Stadvan means that he bows down to no one because there is no one for him to offer homage to. Ajnam means that there is nothing more for him to know because he is omniscient. Pandita Maninam means that he is highly honored by the knowers of the absolute truth. And Krishnam means he is the supreme absolute truth, whose transcendental form is full of eternity and ecstasy. Martyam means that although he is the absolute truth, he nevertheless appears in this world as a human being out of affection for his devotees. Indra wanted to rebuke Krishna as Bachalam, because the Lord had presented many audacious arguments in the line of Karma Mimamsa and Sankhya philosophy, even though he did not accept these arguments. Thus Indra called the Lord Balisha, foolish. Indra called him Stadva because he had spoken boldly even in the presence of his own father. Thus, although Indra attempted to criticize Sri Krishna, the Lord's transcendental character is in fact impeccable. And this chapter will demonstrate how Indra came to recognize the position of the Lord. Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Samniti Namine Namaste Saraswati Vendri Pauravani Pachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you for allowing me to serve Srimad Bhagavatam this morning and my own purification. Well, we continue with this passage from the Govardhan Lila, and as we mentioned, I think Monday, uh, it's a wonderful example of how the Lord, even when his those who criticize him, only glorify him. We're seeing now Indra here, you know. He's criticizing Krishna. He's talking about this talkative boy. Um, but the way he's done is he's actually praising them. So this principle is often called Nida Stuti, although praise offer in the form of criticism. And Indra, as we remember, was furious. He's furious because the residents of Vraja stopped worshipping him and followed Krishna's instructions to worship Govardhan Hill instead. And Indra is blinded by pride. He could not understand. He could not see who Krishna really was. He was just covered by a blindfold. And in the ways he speaks, is he's speaking as he Indra is the only and all-powerful Lord when he is not. He's also, as a demigod, he offers respects, but he is also created by Krishna and is under Krishna's protection, and everything that he has is only due by Krishna. So let's see again. Indra insulted Krishna by calling him Vachalam, talkative, argumentative. Balisam, childish, foolish. Stadvam, arrogant and stubborn. Ajnam, ignorant. Pandita Maninam, one who merely thinks himself learned. Martyam, an ordinary mortal. He couldn't be any more wrong, right? And any ordinary mortal. He is the supreme personality of Godhead, from where everything comes. Um, Lord Brahma, we remember Samskrita in his Brahma Samhita, he acknowledged and Krishna as the source of everything. Ishwara Paramaha Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha. Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and is full of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. So according to Srila Sridhara Swami, Devi Saraswati, the goddess of learning, she transforms these apparent insults into glorification. So what Indra's intended by saying talkative in Devi Saraswati says like, no, it's the one who speaks perfect Vedic wisdom. For Indra, he was a foolish child, but is actually pure and free from pretension. For Indra, Krishna was arrogant, but for Mother Saraswati, he bows to no one because no one is greater than him. For Indra, he's just an ignorant child, but Mother Saraswati is Krishna is omniscient, nothing remains to be learned. For Indra, he thinks himself learned, but Krishna is honored by all true scholars and saints. And of course, mortal. He's not mortal. He's the Supreme Lord who appears as human out of his causeless mercy. What do we take from here? Once again, the danger of pride. Because the real lesson is not only about Krishna's greatness, but also about how pride, envy, distorts perception. Indra was not lacking intelligence, he was the king of heaven. Yet pride made him misunderstand Krishna's actions. He saw fault where there was perfection. How many times or we point fingers at others without acknowledging that we have so many faults. We can see something that is perfect, but because we are not perfect and we think we are perfect, we we are experts in finding faults. He also considered himself the center of everything, and he was not. And he reacted emotionally rather than thoughtfully. This is also a very important thing that before we react, we need to pause, we need to think, we need to wait the circumstances and think where we are, like in time, place, and circumstances. We can react. We should not overreact. When ego enters the heart, even a highly qualified person can become blind to reality. Srila Prabhupada often emphasized that material qualifications without humility can become obstacles to spiritual advancement. And this is so true. because we attach ourselves to that material way of life, or that material thinking, that what everything that is material, it's not permanent, it's not eternal. The only thing that is eternal, nothing happens to it, is our real identity, and that is our soul. A proud, he was such a proud leader, and if we become behave like him, proud leader doesn't think, um, you know, doesn't think that others are right. On the contrary, we think like, who does he think he is? That he's always right? Oh, she's acting like an expert, or he thinks like she knows, like he knows better than everyone. So the same qualities that are actually strengths are perceived as faults because of envy or insecurity. Insecurity is also very detrimental for growth, because what it may really happen is like always talking, right? Well, sincerely educating and encouraging devotees. That could be happening. If acts like expert, well, maybe he has studied and prepared carefully. And if he doesn't back down, well, he has conviction rooted in principles, not just traditions. We have touched this many times. Conviction is very important. To have the convictions rooted in principles is not the same as doing things by mere rituals. We have to understand the purpose. Always we should understand the purpose behind. And also questions existence systems, because maybe he wants to improve, not criticism. And just like Indra saw faults in Krishna, we may sometimes see faults in sincere devotees, just because of our pride or our attachment or fear. You know, fear may cloud our vision too. Fear that our service is going to be taken away. Fear that we are going to lose respect. Fear that, no. So many times in relationships or even in management or family life, we label someone like stubborn or outspoken or emotional or controlling or naive. But in reality, they might be determined, courageous, compassionate, uh, responsible. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone is perfect. We are not perfect. Apart from Krishna, nobody is perfect. But it reminds us to pause again, to pause before judging. We should ask, am I seeing this person as they truly are, or am I seeing them through the lens of my own ego or expectations or hurt feelings? Sometimes we speak about a situation or about a person according to what our experience in that particular case or with that particular person has been, but does not reflect the actual character of the person or the circumstances. So we have to be careful. Think before we speak. And in this past time, we see Krishna's, um, even though he's criticized him, but he shines. He comes out. He displays himself magnificent. And also pride makes us see the defects where none exist, while humility allows us to recognize the Lord and his devotees. This reminds me of Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, who was the only one who could see Krishna, Vidura, right? And Bhishma. Why nobody else could see? Because they were blinded. I mean, Duryodhana wanted to arrest Krishna. He could not see Krishna's magnificence. That was, but Duryodhana was full of pride. So the problem was not Krishna. The problem is pride. And that was Indra's problem. So Indra's transformation begins the moment, at that exact moment, actually, that Krishna is not the problem. The problem is my pride. I've made a mistake. So that realization is often the beginning of genuine spiritual growth for all of us. So as long as we are convinced that everyone is wrong, we remain like Indra before the storm. When we become willing to examine our own false ego, then we become like Indra after the storm, humble, enlightened, and ready to surrender to Krishna's lotus feet. With that, we'll come to an end. I'm sorry I have not prepared fully for this, but please forgive my shortcomings. And on top of that, my computer today is having a lazy moment, so I apologize for that also. Panchakalpatarupyascha kripa sindhuveva cha patitanam pavanevya vaishnavevyo namo namaha. There were any questions, comments, kindly bring them up.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, how are you?
बहुत सुंदर.
Thank you, Prabhu.
इंद्रदेव का कथा सुंदर. कृष्ण का भगवान कृष्ण का इतना छोटे का इतना गाली कर रहे हैं.
या ये पास्तान बहुत अच्छा है ना. और इंदिरा का ego it's another lesson. दूसरा lesson हमारे के हम humble, respectful, तो फिर हम recognize का कृष्णा कृष्णा वो परमेश्वर है ना. Let's see. Okay, thank you very much all.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.